Welcome everybody, my name is Mike and I am here for yoga for first responders. We talked about the breath. We talked about how the breath will help calm the body, the physical body, and how sometimes we have trouble relaxing. How sometimes we can't let go of the stresses and the anxieties and all that tightness and tension is held in the body, the physical body, and the only way to relieve those things is to let those things go physically. And we use the breath to let those things go, maybe using exhales to let go of the bodies, release the tension and the tightness in the body, and as we release the physical tightness and tensions, that the stresses, the anxieties, the emotional difficulties that we're having start to lessen, they fade. So that is a practice of something that we can start with. Today we're going to talk about building this compassion and this love for ourselves and how the heart functions and how first responders are great at responding, right? We respond to emergencies all the time. We respond to other people's emergencies. But are we responding, or how are we responding to our own emergencies, to our own needs? Are we taking the time to send in that love and that compassion to ourselves so we can continue to respond to those calls and be effective? Are we able to be more loving and compassionate outside of work, so when we're leaving work and we're going home, that we can be more loving and compassionate toward our family, our friends, people in society in general? So we'll talk a little bit about the heart. And if we know, we're familiar with the heart and the function of the heart is pumping blood through the body. It's pumping oxygenated blood to the organs, and that is what the body needs to properly function. And then the blood starts to return to the heart, is deoxygenated, and it'll go through the process of getting cleaned up, and all the waste and all the garbage that it picks up through the body goes through this cleaning and gets oxygenated, and then the heart is going to pump it back out again. And so this is a process, right? If we respond to an emergency call of needing to provide CPR and we need to provide compressions to a patient, we're familiar with what do we have to do to give compressions, and we know ratios of compressions to breaths, and we know that we're hopefully manually giving effective compressions to the patient, so we are manually pumping that heart and the blood to the body until the patient's body is able to do that. So instead of compressions, today I want to talk about compassions. So we're going to substitute our compressions to the patient with compassions to ourselves. So I want everybody to take a hand and press the hand to the heart center. Maybe we're not familiar with having a heart, but we do have a heart. Maybe we don't use it and to its full capacity. Maybe it's not feeling that love and those feelings and that compassion for ourselves. We like to just not feel things, not think about things, move around like a robot so I don't have to feel things. So I think that that's the better way to function, and eventually that's not going to work anymore. So in this case and in this scenario, I want to talk about for ourselves, we're going to use a 15:2 compassion to breath ratio. So placing the hand to the heart, we're just going to start to give your heart these mini pulses. Maybe start to kick-start that heart. So we're not forcing it, we're just giving it these mini compassion presses to the heart. Maybe it takes a little while for it to start to function again, to feel things. Once we get to 15, just hold the hand to the heart. Of course, we never want to move the hand. Take those nice 2 breaths. Send those breaths to the heart. Maybe fill that heart with love on the first breath. Exhale and release any garbage. Take that next deep inhale of compassion. Exhale, releasing that waste, anything that we don't need. Back to the compassions. 15 easy mini compassion presses to the heart. When you get to 15, pause. Hold the hand to the heart. 2 breaths. Breathe in love. Exhale, release any junk, any garbage. Inhale, compassion. Exhale, that garbage. Compassions, 15 compassions. Mini presses to the heart. Maybe it's starting to warm up. Maybe it's actually starting to feel like a heart again. We have to dig a little bit deeper to get that heart to function, to feel love, compassion. Get to 15 and pause and hold. 2 breaths in. Breathe in love. Exhale garbage. Maybe you're exhaling our pride and ego. Maybe you're inhaling a little vulnerability. Exhaling, releasing, letting everything go. Just taking this time to come back to what it's like to feel things, that sometimes it's scary to feel things because we don't want to feel the bad things, the sad things, the traumatic things. We want to forget those things. But then the problems are that we don't feel anything, and I'm not feeling the joy, I'm not feeling the present moment, I'm not feeling that love for life. We need to feel that love for life outside of our jobs. I also want to feel that love for life, and I want to get that love for my job. I don't want to lose that, or else we're losing our purpose in our job, we're losing our purpose in our family life. So this is a practice, functioning of the heart. We want that function of the heart to be more than just surviving, just enough to survive. We want the function of the heart to be full and fully effective, using it to its full capacity. And when I bring that self-love in, that self-compassion in, I feel energized. We're sitting on our Energizer recharging mat here. And then when we are going to respond at our jobs, we will be more effective. It starts right here, it starts within, it starts with that love and compassion for ourselves. Place the hands together, place them to the heart center. Take one more deep breath in, and on an exhale, we bow. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Everybody have a super day.